It's a bad headache, but we're finding it. We're finding it. Anyways, you say one of those embarrassing things that you do, and you say that you're doing them in the name of love, and they're so embarrassing at the end of the day that you just look at yourself and wonder what was going through my head at that moment. I have a lot of those. So she's probably part one of many. Yeah, part one of many character development from Strathmore people. Okay, when they say that Strathmore people will show you fireworks, I don't know what was Strathmore. Just let them be. That is a whole caliber for themselves. Let them date each other because they deserve each other. Okay, sorry, but I'm not sorry. Two-time champ, like I've made it after life twice back to back. Like the gentle person I am, let me take you from the beginning. So in the beginning, we start texting. I don't know who got whose numbers first. We started from Instagram. I don't know who followed who first. Okay, most likely it is me because I assumed. Because we already know each other, let me just follow you. So I followed, and then they followed back, and then they DM'd me. And I was like, okay. So from the DM, they asked for my number. And I was like, I died and I came back alive. I saw God and he said, shoot. Okay, you can have my number. So I gave them my number. And then we started talking, and then I finished high school, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So the person is like, hey, we should hang out in something. I'm just like, okay. Because I still was in the planning phase, knowing that if we're meeting, it is not happening, but it is happening because I don't know why. I wasn't comfortable with going out of the house and whatnot. So I don't like asking my parents for permission to go out. Because why? Because there's a possibility that I'll be told no. And I don't like being told no. I just don't like it. It makes me feel like a serial killer. Possibly. It makes me so upset. So if I know that there's a chance that I'll be told no, then I'm not taking the chance. Why would you let yourself be heartbroken or whatever? It's been heartbreak. So if I know that there's a chance that I'm going to be told no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking unless it's extremely necessary. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to bring myself heartbreak that I could have avoided. You mad? So he proposes a day, and then I'm like, okay. Then the day arrives, and I'm just like, yeah, my mom said no, but I didn't ask. My mom said no, so can we reschedule for another day? And then we reschedule, and then on the day again, I'm like, oh no, I have a lot to do today, so I can't link up with you. And then he gets vile, and he's like, 3 times a fucking charm. I'm sorry, but that's what he said, so I had to say it. I'm just like, okay, so mtakani do. What do you want me to do? I'm not putting myself in a position to be told no just because you want to see me. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not even comfortable around you like that, so why do you expect me to? What am I doing it for you? Anyways, so what happens eventually is we agree on a particular Friday, like the night before, and he's like, so I can see you tomorrow. I leave work early because he was interning money attachments, whichever. Me, I don't even know the difference, but anyways, you get the difference. If you don't, then me too. So I always had an exam on Friday because I was doing computer classes and something. This was before COVID. So I agree that on that Friday, after I finish my paper, I'm going to go to Westland. So we agreed on a venue and we settled for KFC, Wayakiri. Sorry guys. So before that, like the week before, he wanted to link up. And then what happened? I had suggested that we go catch a movie or something. And then he was like, oh, so you carry cash? Oh, no, you just have some cash on you. And I'm just like it's obvious I'm going to have cash on me, but why are you telling me? That's suspicious, but I didn't take it as a red flag. So I ignored it. Okay, so fast tracking to the following weekend. I am at KFC working, and then see he has already arrived because he has been impatiently calling every 10 minutes. Okay, 10 is an over exaggeration. He used to call me like after every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes he's calling like umefika, and I'm just like, okay, so unataka nidu? I can't drive any faster. It's not my vehicle. You have to wait for me to get there because nini ingine naweza do? Nishapanda mat. That's all we can do. So he gets in, and then I spot him, and I'm like, oh hi. He's ordered already. He's practically almost eating, and then he's like, so you go and order, and I'm like, what do you mean go and order? And you're the one who asked me to come here. You asked me to come here today, and then I said, because I was the one who was late, it's my fault. I will order whatever it is that I want. So because I am having anxiety, I order a shake. Yeah. So I order a shake, and then I come sit down, and then we have a conversation, and he's like, you know. So he has the absolute audacity to ask me, hey, you weren't eating? I'm just like, okay. Why would you even ask me that? So number one, I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't because heart is going pitter patter.
My heart's going pitter patter. I feel sick, like I could throw up.
Because I haven't told my parents that I'm going to be late. They're expecting me in the house. It's already 4. But Niko wapi? Niko Westlands linking up with a guy who doesn't even have the courtesy to pay the bill. Getting in trouble for a person who isn't willing. That's embarrassing. I still cringe to this day. Anyways, you live, you learn, or do you? Oh. Anyway, so what happened? Fast tracking. I'm getting late. I haven't told my parents that I'm leaving. That I'm getting late, and so I tell him, but I haven't told my parents that I'm here, so I need to get going. And then I don't even know what time curfew is, but I know I have curfew. I just don't know what time it is. Maybe I didn't even have curfew. I just had to communicate, but I didn't want to be told no. Anyways, so it gets to around 6. I still haven't left. Because why? Because he's telling me, I'll drop you. Don't worry, I got you. I'll take you home. So it gets to a time mom calls. Hey. And I'm just watching the phone ring because sasa nitachukua nimwambie niko wapi. So just watch the phone ring, and then I'm like, you see, my mom is calling. Please just let me go, because as it is, I am in enough trouble. Higher. Because I didn't pick up mom's calls. That calls. I'm like,
oh my god.
Sema kimeumana. Because that's what I do. Like, I haven't picked up the first one. I can't pick up the second one because it will look like I'm ignoring my mother's calls. Yeah. So at the time, Wayakiwe was under construction. So it takes a little bit longer for me to get home than expected, and then there's traffic. Anyways, the chicken is coming home to roost because nitaenda wapi kwingine. Have nowhere else to go. But then I think at the time I was encouraging myself, saying, hakuna kuchoma half. Choma yote. Shachoma. So Tadu, you're already late. You can't get later. It's late already. So, see, when they say men will live in the desert without water, trust when they say that, because they will. Any opportunity they get, they will leave you high and dry. Oh, so what happens is, he gets to Kikuyu and then he's like, hey, by the way, Nimbali, class, I'm also getting late. And I'm like, okay, so it's your fault we're in this predicament in the first place, because if you hadn't insisted on us linking up, I wouldn't be in this place. Guys. Then the consolation that I'm given is, next time I will drop you a ticket, don't worry. And I take it because I am panicking and I am upset. I just want to get home at this point. Yes, nimesha choma, hakuna kuchoma half, but let me just get home. Maybe I can salvage the situation. Anyways, so I get home and then they're looking at me like, Miss Ma'am, where you been? Why ain't you picking up my calls? So ni saa ngapi unaingia? I'm just like, hi. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I didn't hear my phone ring.
My bad.
I watched it ringing. I couldn't pick up. So what happened is, I tried explaining myself, but ain't going nowhere. Like, I'm kwanza leta your thimu because you're having a phone and you don't know how to use it for communication. So what's the point of having it later? And I was like, shika basi. Just do. So I gave it out and then it was confiscated for like 3-4 days. I was just like, okay, fine, it's for discipline and whatnot, but such to do. So I'm just chilling, and then I remember I have been grounded because I went on a date. Let me paid for myself.
We destroy, we set ablaze.
Oh my god. I'm scared to, when I want to explain it, my head will begin to headache me. Hey, it's very upsetting. But guess what? I got the phone the following week. And then guess who was on another date with the same person on Saturday? Guessed it. Mama!
Oh, honey. Girl, secured.
It's embarrassing. Was it crack? I don't know. But that's embarrassing. And then we went to the same place again. We went to KFC. Same location again. Then what happens? I pay the bill again. This time around I wasn't late. We arrived at almost the same time. I don't know why he didn't pay, because he's still the one who called me again. I still don't understand. Crack. It was crack. I promise, guys. It was crack. But don't get me wrong. It's not that I am being entitled or anything. It's just that I believe if you call me, you pay. That's the simple standard. So I'm like, okay, fine. You're already here, you've paid. So let's just live in the moment. He did keep his promise though. Let us give him points. Let's give credit where credit is due. He promised to take me home. He did. He did drop me by the gate. Again.
I gotta see. Just say no. Just say no. No, I gotta see.
Again, what happened? Now you're probably thinking, like, now she deserves it because it happened twice. 3 times again. Like, the first time, the second time, and then the third time again she went. Like, she didn't hear the first time. Anyways, so we were going to link up at some place. I wouldn't say where because I don't want to expose myself. So we get to the gate and then the person is like, anyway, so I pay for both our tickets. See, it is gonna fair. The money I had could have probably paid for an Uber, but who had the time to look for an Uber at that time? And he'd picked me up at the gate. So figure that might as well just go with it. Let us assume that I am giving to charity. Anyways, so yeah, after he's like, you don't want us to go for lunch? And I'm like, okay, because he's suggesting he's probably paying, so let's go. We go. And he's like, what do you want to have? Do you want burgers? And I'm like, oh, I need shaker. You have me in the bag. You have me by the hair. You have mentioned burgers. Why would I say no? Like, baby, let's go.
Nothing. Nothing.
So tell me why we get to the lunch venue and then he's like, see, I'll pay your bill and then you'll pay mine. I'm just like, why am I paying your bill? As in, why are we doing this again? I agree. But I was just like, unanisumbua, baby. You are disturbing my head. Like, I just want to eat at this point. You take me back home. Take me back where you got me, because that's the rule. You pick me up, you return me.
Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense?
And if I tell you that all of this is just a brief overview of whatever I have gone through with this person, you will not believe it. You can't believe it. It's just sad. Guys, it's embarrassing.